Hey, 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 welcome. Oh my goodness, it's messier than usual behind me. I should hide it here. There we go. Haha, out of sight, out of mind. Oh, there we go. Look at this high-tech solution for modern living. Oh, I should work for IKEA. There we go. Just hang some cardboard there. Yeah. There, now I'm clean. Perfect. Hello all, hello. So who's here? Let's see. Psycho Lavos is here. Does Beat Takeshi have a surprise for us tonight? I don't know, maybe. I've played that one on stream before, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that again. So we'll see. Nice stubble. Thank you. Thank you. I'm on Golden Week vacation right now. I have to be clean shaven for my job, so you won't see me with a beard during normal working time, but in the summer, in the spring, when I'm not working, I will usually grow it out. Yeah, it's holiday whiskers. Yep. IKEA is Swedish. Yes, it is. The Swedish. The Swedish. I bought the Beat Takeshi game after seeing it on Game Center. A lot of people did. That game used to be like a dime a dozen, but after Game Center did it, it suddenly went up in value. Oh my gosh, my hair is terrible. I am so sorry. Again, usually I take a shower right before these streams, but I was busy up till when we started, so I'm gonna do so afterwards. Cool shirt, thank you. I don't know what the character is. It's a mystery to me. My sister found it in Singapore, and she bought it for me, and I think it's great. He looks so disturbed, but yet slightly formal. Just love it. Just love it. Yeah, I'm just going to wait a little bit for people to get into the stream. We're doing black cartridges today. Black Famicom cartridges. And that's a tall order because I wouldn't say it's half, but it's probably close to half of all the Famicom cartridges were black. So there's a lot. There's a lot. Just a moment. I'm going to clean my glasses real quick because that's what people come to this stream for: the preparation, the cleaning of cartridges, my glasses. Yeah, all that stuff. Here we go. All right. Oh, that's much clearer. All right. Now I'm thinking of that Tom Green song after hearing to mention the Swedish. Yes, yes. The Bum Bum song, I believe, was the name of that song. Wow, that seems a long time ago. Oh, this hair. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Personal hygiene has. I mean, I'm not hygiene per se, but like getting myself presentable to go outside isn't happening because I'm not. So, all right. Let's see. All right. So anyway, yeah, black cartridges today. I've got a small stack of them. Hold on. I don't know if you can see that above the television right there. Oh. Hold on. I just unplugged myself. Okay. Yep. Anyway, so those are the stack we're doing tonight. But as you can see, I've got a bunch of other black cartridges behind me. I've got more in this box over here. It's the most common color for cartridges. So this is just part one. We'll see how many we can get through. I don't want to stay up too late tonight, but it should be fun. It's a secret shame of mine that I used to be quite the fan of Tom Green. I don't know, like Tom Green became popular when I was late high school, early college. I don't know. And I feel like I'd already outgrown his style of humor. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the humor that just relies on making other people uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know, and a lot of programming is that way these days. But I can take it when it's a mild sort of way, like maybe like awkward situations happen, like maybe I don't know, something like Parks and Recreation or something like that. But when it gets too strong, it just makes me cringe. I don't know. Wizardry 3 on a black cartridge. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any of the. Well, I don't know. I think there's some Wizardry games mixed in there somewhere. If I come across one, perhaps. Let's see. Did I see the new Pushifer song that just got released? I don't know who that is, so no. All right. Anyway, so let's play some games, I guess. Or first of all, how's everyone doing? How are things? How are things in this crazy, crazy time we live in? Just a moment. Let me close any window that I'm worried that the stream kind of pooped out last time. So I want to make sure I'm not running anything that is unnecessary. I'm going to close down Discord too. I don't want that beeping while I'm doing this. Okay. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. For those who follow my Twitter, I did some grilling out yesterday. Been having a good time playing with my kids, really bonding with my 1-year-old, because I've been so busy since she was born. And usually during the breaks we go somewhere, do something. So there's always, oh my goodness, this hair is just, should I just cut it off? Oh my goodness. Yeah, forget it. Give it up. Tired but excited for Saturday since my boys don't have homeschool today. Oh yeah, that homeschool's going on. The Japanese idea of quarantine education is stack of Xeroxed homework sheets. So yeah, so we've had to teach them things. I've had to get better at math. I mean, my oldest is only a 4th grader, but I think the 4th grade math is like what I was doing in the States in 6th grade, maybe. I don't know. And it's been a long time since I've done math without a calculator. So, Little Richard just passed away? No way. Oh my goodness. But I mean, he must have been fairly old. I think I was reading his Wikipedia thing about a year ago. But oh man, really? That's sad. Oh. Hey Satoshi, welcome. Thankfully, I recently bought an OSSC and RGB modded N64 HD graphics Genesis Model 1 and a couple. Wow, you bought all kinds of stuff. What kind of math is Sarah doing? Kind of like long division of fractions or something. I don't know. Divisions and multiplications and things like that. It's just stuff I'm not used to doing without a calculator because there's no reason to do it without a calculator. Like, I know that there was always the thing like, well, what if you don't have a calculator? But like, and maybe in the 80s when I was growing up, that was a real thing. But even then I was like, calculators are $4. I can always have a calculator or borrow one. But the idea now that there's ever a place where you're not going to have access to some calculating device seems strange. So I don't know. I'm more for applied math. I think math is very important. I think one should understand how math works. But the rote memorization of different things like that, I just don't know. Anyway. The lockdown has been lifted here in Serbia. Well, I have not been following Serbia's situation, but I hope that is a good idea. I'm very nervous about lockdowns being lifted, but at the same time, I'm very antsy. I would like my kids to be able to go back to school, but when it's safe to do so. I'm currently moving. Easily the weirdest time to be moving. Yes, Jason, that is Yes. Well, good luck with that. It's kind of a weird time to be doing anything, to tell you the truth. It's just kind of a weird time to be doing anything. All right. What are some Saturn exclusives that you recommend? Since I installed a mod chip on my Saturn, I've been burning games to play. I don't know if I'm going to recommend piracy, especially with a system like the Saturn, where most of the library is not that expensive still. Um, if you want if you want some good Saturn games, the Panzer Dragoon series is fantastic. Magic Knight Rayearth is fantastic. Guardian Heroes is fantastic. Um, Shining Force 3, all 3 episodes are great. But if you can, try to not pirate things. I know it's a thing. So I don't know. I don't. Piracy is a weird thing when you're talking about games that are really old that kind of don't exist anymore. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. It's it's kind of a weird situation. Sorry, I should turn my phone off. Just got a text from my dad. Just a second. Let's see. I've been watching a lot of George Carlin stand-up to pass the time. Hey, remember that Alabama game on PlayStation you played last time? Do you think you could send me a link to a copy on Facebook, please? I don't sell on Facebook, but I can give a link to my web store, and I will be putting up a copy of Alabama sometime this week. I've already taken photos of it. I just haven't had time to list it yet. This is my web shop. Currently only shipping slow surface mail, unfortunately. Yeah. The Sakura Wars translation. Well, that's nice. I mean, I again, I don't know. Like when it comes to games that have no way of being played any other way, I guess I'm not going to say I'm okay with piracy, but at the same time, I can kind of understand it from an ethical, moral perspective. I don't know. I'm sitting with more games than I can ever play in a lifetime, so I don't feel the desire to play games that I mean, again, you guys do you. I'm not gonna pass more judgment. I really am not. I mean, enjoy video games, especially in these times when things are so crazy. If one should definitely find something to make yourself comfortable and happy and feel good. I I have a bigger problem with people pirating games that are currently for sale. Like there's a Switch emulator right now called, what is it? Is it Yuzu? I think it's called Yuzu. And it allows you to play commercial games right now. And I'm sure there are some people who are buying the games, modifying their Switch, ripping the cartridges, putting them on the computer. But I'm sure for each person doing that, there's 20 or 30 people just downloading the ROMs. And I do have a problem with that because I guess I know a lot of people who are in game design and in the industry, and it's people are already going to be struggling to make ends meet in so whether someone is demoing it or whatever, I have a problem. I have a problem with the emulation of currently available things. I I that's kind of where I draw the line. For things that are no longer available in any way, that the only person that's going to reap benefit from it is an eBay scalper, um, you do you. Seriously, do whatever you want. But like when it's games that are currently for sale, I just ugh, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. More games than you could ever play in a lifetime. Oh yeah, definitely. Just yeah, I ain't gonna live that long. I too own too many physical games to ever play. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much my current Saturn collection comes from Vink. Thank you very much for the sales. Um, to be fair, Switch's piracy is insane. Piracy is insane right now. Nintendo's lawyers strike down anything public, and nearly nobody has access to the ROMs. Well, I mean, because they're still selling them. I mean, they're still putting them on Nintendo Switch Online network. They're still the virtual console for Wii U still exists at this time. They're selling the classic consoles, which have the ROMs on them. If they don't protect their intellectual property, they won't be able to retain their intellectual property. It makes total sense for Nintendo to be pretty strict with that sort of thing. Um, so there's so many legal ways to acquire most Nintendo stuff that the ideas of piracy, I don't know. Again, you want to play the US version of Magic Knight Ray Earth, that's never going to be re-released ever, because Working Designs doesn't exist anymore. The licenses to that music is gone. There's no real fantastic commercially available Saturn emulation. Like, that's fine, but if you're pirating, like, let's say, let's say Earthbound, it's it's not hard or expensive to get. You know, I like getting an actual cartridge. Yeah, that's expensive, but it's like a $10 download. You know, Earthbound's a bad example because that one hasn't hit Nintendo Switch Online yet. But you can still get it on Wii U for $10. You can get it on the new 3DS for $10. You get it as one of the games in the classic console. Something like that. So yeah, but the counterpoint to that is a lot of piracy of newer games are from people who wouldn't have bought the games to begin with. So the piracy doesn't mean lost sales. I'd need some data to back that up, because if you can get something for free really easily, you're gonna. I mean, I'm proof of that. When I was in college and BitTorrent was a thing, DVDs of movies were expensive. Torrents were free. And nah, nah. It's possible that if there was no piracy, I wouldn't have bought those things anyway, but it's also possible that I would have. I don't know. I don't know. It's mainly for PC stuff. Console stuff is a different story. Yeah, I didn't know anybody who had actually bought Photoshop. Like everybody. I didn't pirate. I did not pirate Photoshop. For software, I just didn't use it. So, honestly, I hate how video games are on digital. So I'd like to be authentic when playing my video games. I agree with you. I collect physical everything. So I don't. That's the thing. As I said, I don't have time to pirate anymore because I don't have time to play the stuff I have legally purchased. Prototypes and betas are a big thing in the archiving scene. Yeah, Previously unreleased N64 game got dumped last month, and the only way to play it all is through the ROM. And again, that I'm better. I'm more okay with that. And I'm very much in favor of preservation. But like people accuse Nintendo of being anti-consumer because by closing down ROM sites they're against preservation. That's the thing. They're not really against preservation. Nintendo preserves their stuff better than any company. They do. Like when they were releasing the Secret of Mana collection. Is that behind me right now? It's somewhere. Here we go. Collection of Mana. So this guy right here, what happened was Square wanted to release, and they actually had to go to Nintendo to get the ROMs because Square didn't have them anymore. Nintendo did a better job of preserving Square's things than Square did. So preservation is fine. Preservation and piracy are not the same thing, and I really think that a lot of people try to mash those together. It is not required that everybody owns a copy of everything freely to be preserved. Now, do I think information should be free? Do I think the public domain stuff is out of hand? Yes. I think a lot of 8-bit stuff should be public domain right now, and in 10 years, the 16-bit stuff should be public domain. I really think, not just when it comes to games, but classic film and things like that. There's a lot of things that will get lost to time unless they're more readily accessible and available to people. But I don't think necessarily we should claim that we have a moral high ground to own things just because we want to own things. Does that make sense? All right. I think about 60% of my total collection has come from Vink. Thank you very much. What's next on your story? What's next? Hey, Alabama, what's next story? Nintendo has a fully working disc writer kiosk. Yes, they do. Their preservation is fantastic. Yep. Weird question, but do you own a physical copy of Hong Kong 97? I do not. In fact, the only confirmed copy in existence of Hong Kong 97 is owned by another YouTuber here in Japan called Ultra Healthy Game Nerd. It's the only time I've seen a real copy. A lot of people believed it to be not vaporware per se, but like there's probably fewer than 200 copies ever made, and again, there's only like it almost never appears. I do not have a copy. There's very few copies in existence, and it is a terrible, terrible game. Like truly, truly terrible. Is not on a cartridge. Requires a special piracy piece of hardware that strapped into the Super Famicom, which would allow it to read floppy disks. This game was distributed on floppy disks, Hong Kong 97, because it was a bootleg thing, and it's not a good game. And I think that if people want to play that one really, really bad, yeah, ROM is okay, but no one should play it. All right. Vaporwave is good music. Don't know what that is, but I'll agree. Also, piracy when no effort is made to make it available. I mean, I'm of two minds of this. When no effort is made to make it available, I don't know if that's justification for stealing something. You know, I mean, it's tricky. It's tricky. Like I agree with you. Like a publisher goes out of business, and a publisher goes out of business, and the games are lost to time. The rights are in limbo. I can see someone, thinking that piracy would be okay then. And again, I think morally and ethically, you can make a case for that. But when a publisher is just not publishing something, they're not making it available. Let's think of an example. Right now, a very expensive GameCube game would be Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Is it Path of Radiance? Yeah, Path of Radiance was the GameCube one. Dawn of Radiance was the... Whatever. Good game. Very fun game. I had it when it was not ridiculously expensive. And that game is hard to get. It's very expensive. But I don't think people should necessarily pirate it, because I think that there will come a time when Nintendo will release it in a legal and accessible sort of way. I don't think just that something is not available means that one can necessarily have it. Does that make sense? If it's PC, it's termed abandonware. Abandonware is a very slippery slope, because I used to go on abandonware sites like Home of the Underdogs, and a good 90% of the stuff there was not abandonware. It was just old games. There were things that were very much owned by a lot of very real and very active companies, and a lot of the stuff that was on there was still being sold. So, no, the term abandonware isn't a legal term. It's just an idea. Yeah, Hong Kong 97 is a floppy disk game. That's right. You can buy a reproduction copy of Hong Kong 97 on AliExpress. Why? Why would someone waste plastic on that thing? Yeah, have a look at Healthy Video Game Nerd's video for more info. He's a good guy. We've chatted about a possible collaboration. That may or may, I don't know. Things are hard right now. It's hard to film stuff. The kids are home. I'm home. It's a little tricky right now. What about ROM copies if you own the game? Isn't that a thing? I know some GameCube game has a problem. Oh, I mean, okay, morally, ethically, I'm fine with you downloading a ROM of a game that you have. Now, technically, you should be ripping your own ROMs. And there's lots of ways to do that, and there's lots of things that can do that. That's what you should do, but I don't have any problem with... So let me pull a cartridge here. Okay. Say that I wanted to play this game. I could get like a Game Freak or something, and I could rip the ROM myself. But if I downloaded it legally, that's not okay. But morally, ethically, I think that's okay. That's a personal value judgment. I think that's okay. But legally, it's not. I mean, it's not. But morally, ethically, I'm okay with that. But a game that I just want to play that I don't own because it's expensive, that gets a little more dubious. Let's see. Abandonware still isn't legal technically thanks to the U.S. government. Well, I mean, abandonware, if someone makes their game public domain, which a company is allowed to do, if they actually can't abandon their patents and abandon their software, and a lot of it has. On good old games, you can download, what was it, the first Beneath a Steel Sky or Flight of the Amazon Queen. Those games have been made public domain. They are legal. They have been abandoned by their company. They're not calling themselves abandonware. You'd use public domain or freeware, And I love it when companies do that. That's absolutely wonderful, because then people can port it to anything and people can play it on anything, and it's legal, and it's wonderful. But abandonware is like, I can't find this game currently on Amazon in a new form, so it's abandoned. That that doesn't mean that. Like, on all these abandonware sites, you'd see like the entire libraries of Sierra Online. Those are owned by people. Like, the library, and are being released in collections, all the time. So they weren't abandoned. Just because one cannot buy something at GameStop doesn't mean that it was abandoned, if that makes any sense. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. My friend had the original copy. It's like so many great publishing companies go out of business. Yeah, and the games are never released. That's terrible. What are your thoughts on ROM hacks? Technically, they're illegal, but they seem to be a gray area for companies to go after. ROM hacks are not illegal. They are not. Like, if you own the ROM and you have ripped it from your own cartridge and applied the patch on an emulator, emulators are legal. Emulators are completely legal. It's the piracy of the ROMs. It's like an emulator is a VCR. If it's your own tapes, your own videos that you're playing on it, you're fine. If you have stolen something to play on it, but no, ROM hacks, if it done the correct ways, are completely legal, and I'm in favor of them. Here's what I don't like. I don't like that I go on eBay right now and I see a bunch of copies of Castlevania Rondo of Blood, that are on very professionally looking pressed bootlegs that Konami is getting not a cent for. And they're selling that game. They're selling it on the Virtual Console. They're selling it on the PC Engine Mini. It is still a viable product that is being sold, but people are making these repos with no permission whatsoever and selling them for new game prices. The repo of Rondo of Blood goes for $60. Now, it's way cheaper than getting a real one, but the thing is, they make it look almost exactly like a real one. So the market is going to be flooded with all of these fake games that are pretending to be real ones. That's why I'll never buy a copy of Sapphire for PC Engine, because there's more fakes than real ones out there, and the fakes are really, really good. Like, it's very, very hard to an untrained person to even tell the difference between a repo and the original. And I think that's a big problem. I don't have a problem with reproductions per se, but they should be very clearly indicated that they are reproductions. The way I think about stuff like Fire Emblem GameCube game is that if you were to buy it, 100% of your money would be going to a pirate, so Nintendo sees no part of the sale. It's true, but I don't think just because something is available doesn't mean you have the right to have it. Right? I mean, just because something isn't available for sale, I don't see how the leap is made to, I can't buy it at a reasonable price, or I can no longer give the publisher money for it, so therefore I can have it without paying any money. I don't see where that leap comes from. I put ROMs of games I have on my SNES Classic so my boys don't ruin my games jamming them into the SNES. Yeah, it's a good idea. Good idea. I've done the same thing with the Raspberry Pi. It hasn't been taken to court, but ROM hacks can technically be counted as transformative work, as they are legal under copyrighted fair use. Theoretically, if they're huge enough, thing, if they're not being sold, and if it is a transformative work, sure, but I don't have any problem with people making their own versions of a Mario game. That's fine, but don't sell it, because when you're doing that, that's not yours. Don't sell something that's not yours. Make an original game. If you want a game, make your own character. I find that some of these fan projects, I don't know. But I like fan projects. I do. I really do. I love demakes. I love that Chinese companies have found a way to put Final Fantasy X on a Famicom cartridge. I love that. And that is breaking copyright. But I don't know. I think when you put some... It's gray even in my head too. I wish I had a black and white. Rom hacks are wonderful and fantastic. They are. They are. They allow brand new experience for many classics. Yeah. Thanks to Mr. Rogers, VHS recording is not illegal in the USA. Yes. Yes. That's I was watching a documentary about Mr. Rogers the other day, and yeah, the very compelling speech. Yep. Hey, Elizabeth. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Gosh, that conversation went a bit serious. How about we play some video games? How about that? Because, I mean, that's what we're all here for. I mean, if one cannot afford video games, I don't think one necessarily has the right to have every video game. But it would be great if publishers would it would be great if there was a rule that was like, if a publisher doesn't do something with a property in 20 years, then it reverted to public domain. I think that would be very fair and very good. Because, yeah, again, I'll go back to Magic Knight Rayearth Working Designs. I am lucky enough to have a copy of it, but it's hard to recommend to someone else to play it because it's ridiculously expensive. It's not worth the price that people are asking for it. It was definitely worth the price I paid for it. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we are getting pretty heavy here. Let's go. I Miss the 90s says, hey, here's a question. Why was Spiro Year of the Dragon never released in Japan? Because it wasn't popular in Japan. The whole series was not popular in Japan. So that's probably why. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a Spyro game in Japan. Probably. I think some of them came out on PlayStation. But I bet they're rare. I mean, no. That series never made a dent in Japan. Crash Bandicoot did. Crash Bandicoot was fairly popular here in Japan, but a lot of the Western series never really took off here. So yeah, that's why you didn't see it. I mean, there's a lot of strange games that were never released in Japan in any. I was talking with Sean earlier today, and he was wondering why Punch-Out, Super Punch-Out, wasn't on the Nintendo Switch online service for Super Famicom in Japan. And I said because it never came out in Japan. I mean, it did. It came out on. I'm not going to fetch it out right now. It came out on the Nintendo Power cartridges, the ones you would the cartridges that were blank, and you'd put it into a kiosk to write games to it. Super Punch-Out was only released in Japan on one of those. Satoshi Matrix, you have another one. The Super Mario Deluxe was only released on the Nintendo Power cartridge, and I sold you a cartridge with that game on it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, especially a lot of Western releases that never got a cartridge in Japan, were released just through that service. So very few people would have any nostalgia for the Super Punch-Out game in Japan because for the most part nobody played it. Power Blazer is very expensive. I keep hearing about Power. What is Power Blazer? What about games that are unobtainable now? There are digital-only games which cannot be obtained by any means now, like the excellent Scott Pilgrim versus the World on PS3 delisted. This is why I am physical forever. I mean, had there been physical copies of that game, people could at least still be, it would at least be possible to play legally. That one hurts because I didn't get it. I only downloaded the demo of it. I figured I'd pick it up later, and I missed it. So, yeah, I hate that. It's one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite series, and the game was sick. It was great. At least the demo that I played of it. So, that one is so sad that that's hard because it's based on a licensed property. They can't, even if they wanted to, they couldn't re-release it. The rights have expired. It would be prohibitively expensive for them to reacquire the rights to the music, to the movie, to the characters, to blah 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 blah. And that's going to happen a ton. What got taken off the store recently? DuckTales. It came back. That's a success story. But like a lot of stuff is getting taken from digital that will never reappear. And in that case, I'm not going to say necessarily piracy is justified, but preservation is very important. And I really hope that I like what Internet Archive is trying to do. That's really kind of gray area right now, but the idea of not being able to download games but being able to play them in a browser, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily how it's going to work out, but the idea of a library where one can access rare games, not necessarily to own them, but for research purposes, for educational purposes, for just figuring things out, I think that would be a really good idea. But I don't know. Shot in Toronto. Many of the film locations are places I've physically been to. That's cool. What about delisted DLC games that you can easily get? Little Big Planet hit. The Marvel costumes. Yeah. Again, one of the things that I like about physical is I don't know. I still don't like DLC. I hate. I mean, I'm old. I'm super old. But like day one patches, DLC, all that stuff just makes me squirm. If I find out a game has tons of DLC, I won't buy it because I know that these servers will eventually go down. I don't know. Yeah, like a museum. Oh yeah, copyright law needs to change. Oh, definitely. Okay, let's play some games. Black cards today. Should I just do random? Or if you want, you can take a look on my store. I think I just put the link up. And if you see any black cartridge that's on there, if you want to play. But a lot of these are, some of these I haven't even played yet. Some of them I haven't even tested. So, golf. No, golf's not on a black cartridge. Pursue copyright law, exactly. Battle City? I don't have Battle City. Is Battle City the one that became Bayou Billy? Oh gosh, my brain's all scrambled right now. How do you feel about the new Animal Crossing adding a bunch of stuff as time goes by? Sad. But that's just me. My kids are super pumped about that. There's always new stuff coming to Animal Crossing. Oh, by the way, got Animal Crossing last week. We've, as a family, probably put 100 hours into it. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. It's really good. Back on the way. Back on the Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is such a time sink. It just eats my life, eats my brain. I was going for a walk the other day and I saw a bunch of weeds and I was like, I wonder if I could sell these. And like every time I see furniture, I want to move it to maximize space. It's because if I'm not playing, it's on all day. Like my two daughters each have houses in it. My wife is hooked, and I'm playing. We have our island, and it's pretty much on all day with one of us or the other of us playing it. It is like crack. So yeah. Ah, you got me red glasses? Cool. Can you do Famicom Contra? I don't know if I have Contra right now. I think I might have Super Contra. Gosh. I don't even know. It's all a blur. A lot of Game of the Year editions include all the patches. Yeah, I love Game of the Year editions. In fact, that's one of the things I like about Switch re-releases of PlayStation 3 games and stuff like that, because they come with all the stuff. I love that. I saw a little white butterfly while out for a walk today. I thought, I don't need another common butterfly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I love this shirt. If anybody can name the character, I would be eternally grateful. As I said, my sister got this shirt for me on a trip to Singapore. I do not know if it is a character. I don't know if it was a one-off for the shirt, but I just love it. I'm not really into games about anthro animals because I've seen some crap no man should ever see. It's not. Animal Crossing is not like a furry thing. I mean, I guess it could definitely appeal to people who enjoy that. That's fine, but like, it's no more like that than like any Disney movie. So, I'm gonna have to use the QR scanner on the Switch app. Yeah. Hey, Squid Kitty! I hear you found some red glasses. I need some red glasses. I'm sporting green sunglasses right now, but they just don't do it for me. Okay, let's play a game. Okay, here we go. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3, stack 4. Which one am I pulling from? Let's just do it that way. Let's see what I get. I gotta say, I don't have a lot of really rare Famicom games. Crisis Force. No, I don't think I have that. Happy Land. Okay, stack. Okay, one for stack 4, one for stack 3, one for stack 2. I really don't own a lot of very rare Famicom stuff because, with only a few exceptions like Gimmick and things like that, a lot of the rare stuff is not necessarily the best stuff. It's just rare. Most of the best Famicom cartridges are fairly common. The Marios, the Kirbys, the things like that. All right. Have I played Crisis Force? I have not. I don't even know what it is. I know. That's a revelation that's going to sadden a bunch of people. But I have a lot of knowledge about games that I have, and like some of the really, really rare stuff, I just don't know anything about it. Ooh. Some things that are rare and very good, that there's certain reasons. Like Panzer Dragoon Saga was a very late released Sega Saturn game, and it's fantastic, and so that one might actually be worth the crazy prices people pay for it. But then there's games that are rare that are just rare. Like there are not, like, for example, Hong Kong 97 is incredibly expensive and incredibly rare, but it's not good, and I have no desire to ever own a copy of it. It has a lot of parallax scrolling effect. Like, okay, I think I have seen YouTube videos of Crisis Force. There's nothing illegal about game capture devices, right? Well, I'm not sure. Depends what you're doing with it. Place nearby was closing down and let me have some of the more expensive Konami titles for next to nothing. Yeah, I had a store that was closing down that they were selling off everything. This is years ago. They were selling off like almost everything for like $1 a game. I got a lot of really good Saturn stuff back then, which I've since gotten rid of before I got married, and am slowly rebuilding my collection. I know, mistakes were made. Okay, anyway, let's try stack number 3 then. And the game is, oh, what is this? Oh, I think it's a quiz game. Maybe an adventure game. I don't know if I want to play this. Okay, I'll put it in. I should have pre-screened these. Crisis Force is the best shooter on the Famicom. Really? I'll have to check it out. I wonder if it's available on any virtual consoles. All right. Okay. Oh, Lord. There. I'll be... Oh, it's one of these. Hold on. Let's see if I can get the picture a little clearer. Oh, it's not too bad. It looks like an early Mega Drive game. No, it's Namco. Oh, what is this? It's let's see, something family. Oh, what is it? Rasaru. Oh, I don't even know. Oh man, that was great. Whew. All right, let's try again. Okay, stack 4. Oh, here's an interesting one. Sky Destroyer. This one only came out in Japan. There's no US release of this, even though there's nothing in Japanese about it. But in this one, you play it's a World War II game, and you play a Japanese Zero pilot. So it's kind of interesting. Oh, time for the cartridge cleaning song. This is the cartridge cleaning song. I haven't sang it for so long because I was doing Saturn, not cartridge systems. All right. I think we're making improvements. We got a blue screen. Ah, there we go. All right. Sky Destroyer. All right. Taito, 1985. But yeah, this is a pretty good-looking game, actually. Here, let me get started. Okay, we'll start with one player. So we can do bombing raids. Take that, Americans. I mean, yeah. The thing is, Capcom also made like the games, 1942, 1943, where you're, American forces shooting down Japanese planes. So, like, oh, that was a cool explosion. I mean, not explosion. Sorry, splash. I know there's bombing that can happen as well. You see how when you drop the missile, it it hits the water. Yeah, hold on. Let me read some comments. Let's see. Long-awaited cleaning song. Yes, very good. First limit rule number 1. Splashy splash. Yes, very much so. But yeah, it is not a bad. It's a fairly early Famicom game too. I think this came out in '85 or '86. But it's there's no music to speak of, but it's graphically fairly solid. Yeah, I'm sure it would be controversial had it been released in the U.S. But I mean, they've released plenty of other. They could have changed some of the sprites around. They could have made these things aliens. Would have been fine. But frankly, Japan's okay with playing games like Medal of Honor Rising Sun, which is there's tons of games that are World War II games that were set in the Pacific theater that did get released in Japan with no real controversy. So I don't know. I I am not good at this game, but I like how it looks. Okay, now I can shoot down a destroyer. Oh, nice splash. Okay, see, didn't quite see it, but if I can keep alive long enough, you can actually knock down. You can take down destroyers and things like that. Oh, it's got auto fire. Oh, there's that nice splash again. Okay, I'm terrible, but it is not a bad game. I mean, and it's fairly cheap. I think I have it on my site right now, and it's not expensive. What am I selling this for? $4. Like not at all a bad game. Maybe controversial. I don't know, but collection back there. That's Sky Destroyer. Okay. Not. Have you been playing Final Fantasy 1 lately? And Garland says, "I will knock you all out." I have not played Final Fantasy 1 in this country ever. I think the last time I played that was. You see, I played Final Fantasy 1 after I played Final Fantasy 2, which is Final Fantasy 4. You know what I mean, in the US. And I played it because I loved Final Fantasy 2 so much, and Final Fantasy 3 wasn't out yet. And I went back and played it, and it seems so archaic. The fact that you could target an enemy that wasn't there anymore and attack the nothing. I'm attacking the darkness. I didn't like it. I think if I would have played it when it was brand new, I would have been more into it. But I preferred the Dragon Quest series for those. Yeah. Oh, rather than kill the party, he says he will knock them all down. Oh, really? All right, let's play something else. Okay. No. It's the same game. Okay. Oh. This will please some of you, but I am not necessarily pleased. This is a golf game. It is Hal's. Well, it's Jumbo something's hole-in-one professional. I believe the sequel to this came out as Hal's Hole-in-One Golf in the United States, but I don't know if the first game came out. Golf is boring. I lost so many hours last night to Trials of Mana. Oh, I want to play that. I want to get a copy of that. It's sold out here in Japan. The physical copies are sold out. You can get it still for the PlayStation 4. They printed a lot more copies for PlayStation 4, but the Switch version is sold out. Do you have Highway Star? I do. I have Highway Star. Somewhere. The game that became Rad Racer, yeah. And I drive a Highway Star vehicle. I have a Nissan Highway Star. Wii Golf is more enjoyable than Famicom Golf. Well, yeah, but is it more enjoyable than hole-in-one golf? Okay, we're going to try it just for a second, because I have a lot of people who, for some reason, really enjoy watching how terrible I am at any video golf simulation. This is the cartridge. Clean and song. Yeah, this is the cartridge. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I'm thinking of working on new versions of it, but that is dirty. Yuck. All right. There we go. Hole-in-one professional. I am a hole-in-one professional. Stroke play, match play, one-day tournament. Well, let's do stroke play. One player. East course, west course. West coast, west course. Amateur, yes. Oh, this is very nice looking. Oh, that was actually playing. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is very different. Okay. 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 Putter. Where's my driver? Where's the ball? I'm very confused right now. Am I hitting the ball? Where's the ball? Oh, there's the ball. Oh, it has gone no direction. Am I missing something here? There should be something going, back and forth, right? Hold on. This can't be right. Oh, it's a different hole now. Par 4, okay. What? What? I didn't do anything different. What? The graphics are very nice. Okay. What? What? No. How? What? Where's the visual representation of what I am doing? Okay. All right. Go back. No. Stop. Yay. Triple bogey. Okay. It is a very nice looking game. It's a very nice golf game. Why am I so bad at it? Okay, let's try this again. No. Oh, nice splash. Okay. I guess I just got to look at where he's standing. There's like a follow through. All right. That's no. It looks really nice. Challenge Pebble Beach. I need to figure out there's definitely some system that I'm overlooking there. But yeah. Ooh, I have 500 subs now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for making that happen. Whoever was the one who just jumped in, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What do I have to get to be able to be monetized? Is it 1,000? I don't even know what YouTube's rules are anymore. All right. This is like a bootleg of Golf on Ness. Well, Golf on Ness looks much worse, but actually seems to play better. The ball is alive. Find the miracle ball. Bandai Golf is pretty good. I don't know if I played that one. Black carts and nice splashes. Yep. Now you do $500 of golf. No. I'm well on my way to PewDiePie numbers. Yes. Let's try another game. Well, it's an RPG, I think. No, it's a real-time strategy game. It is a real-time strategy game. What was the name of this one? Oh, kanji fails me. Just a moment. I've got a copy on my store. It is called Doku Gandyu Masamune. Yes. And I'm currently selling a copy for $3 because I've heard it's a very good game. I have a Japanese friend who's into retro games who really likes this one, but I think it's kind of hard to play if you don't know the language. Did the Data East RoboCop game ever get a release on the Famicom? It might have, but actually, I think so. I think I've seen it once, but oh, here we go. But like, there's one thing is there's a lot of kanji in this game, which is, I mean, here we got mainly hiragana. But anyway, you're deciding. Oops. Yeah, sure. You know, you're building up your supplies and stuff. I want more swords. But anyway, it has real-time battles, which is kind of interesting. Oh, and mini games. Oh, the doodah day. Oh, I'm bad at this. Doodah, get that lady silence. Yeah, which really goes along with the feudal Japan theme that the music they've decided to use is campdown races. Song doodah doodah, I am a samurai. Oh, the doodah day, gonna fight the feudal lords. Gonna take over the shogunate. Campdown ladies sing a song. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it does have good music. It actually has really good music. Interestingly enough, when I was trying to find the YouTube video to put up when I was putting up my listing for this game, I found several YouTube people who had the soundtrack for the game, not the camp down races part, but the actual music in the game is not too bad. All right. Sing the cartridge cleaning song in Japanese. これは cartridge cleaning 歌. No. これは cassette cleaning 歌. No, it doesn't really fit my pacing. All right. What's this? Ooh. Take off stickers. Okay. This game is the Seoul 1988 Olympics. It came out in the United States as Track and Field 2. And I think this is one of the most graphically impressive cartridge games of that year. Definitely. 1988. So this is the cartridge cleaning song. I have tremendous nostalgia for this game. This game is so weird and original. The graphics and music are I can. There's this one where the airplane comes in carrying the Olympians, and I still have it in my head right now. It's got and the parade. Oh, I'm gonna play this. I love this one. Some of the Namco, I'm not sure if all the numbered releases for Namco came on black cards. Some of them did, definitely. I mean, later on, a lot of their stuff came on those big blue cartridges. This is a good game. I'm going to turn up the music. I really love the music in this. And it had voice samples, too, which was kind of interesting at the time. Let's go to Olympic mode. I love this game. Such good music. Wow, USSR. Not for long. Let's see. Who should I be? I'm going to be Canada today. Yes, this is the one that was in Seoul. The graphics are... it's just such a well put together package. That's the music I was telling you about. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. You can't really see it very well, but he's like waving. This is a tremendous attention to detail on this. Just wait. Then the crowd's clapping along. Now, you see the parade's coming here, but it's going to come up in the monitor so you can actually see what's going on in the parade. I just thought that was such a cool idea at the time because just so cool. Thank you for flying Konami Airlines. Yeah, I missed the 90s. Stick around at the end of this chat. I'll put up a link to the Discord. I used to just let this play. I don't know if this is interesting to you, but again, this is 88. This is, this game blew me away. The graphics and sound for it. There's quite a few voice samples in the game as well, and it's got like 20 different sports and unlockable secret sports, like this weird gangster shootout game that used the light gun. There's all kinds of weird stuff in this game. It's so good. Let's see if I still remember how to play this. Yep. I used to be pretty good at this. But this is one of those button mashing games that really, you know how I used to beat the swimming part? I used to use the U-Force. Because the U-Force had built-in rapid fire that was really rapid compared to this other rapid fire controller I had, and it was the only way I could get through the swimming part because I couldn't hit the buttons fast enough. There we go. It's muscle memory at this point, remembering how to do this. Yeah. Oh, now what was amazing was like I'm sure all of you have played the original track and field game, but this triple jump, the character is so big compared to like other. Look at how big he is. Because in the first game there'd be a little sprite like that. It's like twice as big. Oh, dang it! Didn't hit the button fast enough. But like compared to the original track and field, this game just looks so good. Did I qualify? Disqualified. Not even close. Oh, not even close. This is the one. This is the one. I could never beat it without cheating, like using the rapid fire. Oh yeah, because you could run out of oxygen if you don't surface. You can also do the butterfly stroke, but yeah, you run out of oxygen. You just kind of have to. I forgot how you're supposed to surface. How do you breathe? I forgot. Oh yeah, you hit the B button to slow it down a little bit. But it just led to a very... Oh yeah, I always cheated on this one. I'm gonna be disqualified in everything, but hold on. I've got this cool little typewriter that comes to announce that I'm... But like just all the little animations of people like... Just a moment. The typewriter is going to tell me I failed. Yep, here we go. Oh, that wasn't in the US version. A smoking cigarette there. Oh, that was definitely not in the US version. There was nothing there. Oh my goodness. B is for breathe. Oh yeah, but like when the narrator, the game is going, on your mark, get set, go. That's amazing. It actually sounds... It's clear enough that you actually know. Let me see if I can see what all the sports are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there's 12 that you can select right here, but there's some that are only available in the Olympic mode by unlocking things. Like, as I said, there's a gun shooting mode. There's a... What was the other weird one? There's like... There's a hang gliding, which is weird. I want to do the high dive. The high dive was pretty fun. Oh, thanks for stopping in, Wreck-It Ren. All right. Okay, skills back. All right. Oh, belly flop. I still did okay. Handstand. Okay. belly flopped on that one. Ooh. Best one was my first one. Well, I qualified with the first one. That's okay. Oh yeah, but this. I mean, and this is only an '88 game. Like the, is anything in this game in Japanese? It seems like everything other than the title screen is in English. So very import friendly. Oh. Dang it. Oh, I used to be so much better at this because I used to play this all the time. There we go. Oh. But anyway, that is Konamic Sports in Seoul. That is what it's called. But yeah, it was Track and Field 2 in the US. Great game. Let's see. Yeah, the cigarette beside the typewriter was not in the US version. Definitely not. Let me see. I think I have a copy of that on my site as well. Just a minute. Yeah, $5. $5. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, a copy of that is also in my permanent collection because it is one of my favorite Olympic games, and nobody seems to know about it because everybody knows the first like Hyper Olympic game, the standard track and field game, but very few people have played this, which is weird because it's definitely a superior game, but I don't know. I guess it's not nostalgia. I mean, to compare it, no, I don't want to fetch out the controllers because you had to use the special controller for the US version of for the Japanese version of Track and Field. Will Sarah ever do any more videos? She wants to do it. Probably. We're trying to space them out a little bit because we don't want too many Sarah videos going up on the Famicom Dojo channel because they have mixed reaction. Okay, let's try another game. Another copy of Sky Destroyer. How many of these do I have? There's some games that, like, if I personally like a game and they're fairly cheap, because usually if I see a copy of Sky Destroyer in Japan, it's going to be about 200 or 300 yen. So I'll buy it, and so I probably got 4 or 5 copies of that, because I don't know. Even though I don't really sell it very often, if there's games that I personally like, I'll buy a lot of copies. This is a bad business model. I didn't play the new Sonic versus Mario at the Olympics. It looks really good. It looks really good. Oh dear. See what I'm talking about? When I like a game, I will have a lot of copies of said game. All right. Next one is Dragon Quest IV. I don't know if I want to play an RPG on stream because I wouldn't even get to any gameplay after like half hour. So maybe set up a channel only for Sarah. I don't know. The internet is a garbage dumpster, and when it comes to children, so no, I don't want to. I'm not gonna do that. When she's a little older, if she wants to do that, if she wants to inflict that upon herself, that's fine. And I'll do whatever I can to keep her safe. But no, I'm not going to exploit my children for that. She wants to do some videos. We're going to probably put them on the Dojo channel. We're going to turn off comments. And didn't used to have to do that, but the world is getting worse and worse, and the internet is getting worse and worse. So no, I'm not going to do that. And that's another reason. Sorry. Since I got Animal Crossing, I've been getting tons of requests from people to come and visit my island. Sorry, unless I've met you in person, I'm not going to, because my family's there and they're using it as a way of sending messages to each other, and they're talking. I'm not comfortable opening that up to the world. So I know I can't protect them forever, but I can sure as heck try to protect them right now. So I'm sorry. If I ever get a second Switch, I'll set up an island that's just mine, and I would love to have all of you guys come and visit it. But for now, it's kind of the family thing, and yeah. So okay, next game. Okay, what's another copy of Dragon Warrior 4? All right, I should have sorted these out better. Oh, it's one I haven't played for a while. Side Pocket. Side Pocket. This came out in the US. I rented it early on. I remember really liking it. I haven't played it any time recently. Time for the cartridge cleaning song. This is the cartridge cleaning song. I should come up with some new lyrics for this song. Dun, 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 dun. What is that song? What am I ripping off here? I'm sure it's a real song. I can't imagine I made it up. Side Pocket is different from Lunar Pool. Yes, it is. Actually, Side Pocket has an interesting story, as it started as an adult title called Pocket Gal, which was an arcade version of a pool game where you would play pool against a anime girl for the prize of articles of her clothing. And but that when they wanted to do home versions of it, they converted it to a much tamer thing as the Side Pocket series. So oh my goodness. Okay, need to clean it a little bit more. Actually, I want to try to play it like this. Let's play it like this. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's play some pool. It's like it was done in ASCII. I can't tell which ones are striped and which ones are solid. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Okay, let's actually clean it. Side Pocket SNES version. Yeah, the Side Pocket series continued into the 32-bit generation. I think I have Side Pocket 3 or 4 on the Saturn. I'm sure I think I... There we go. That looks better. Hold on. I wonder if I have any of the Side Pocket series right here. Maybe it's only in my personal collection. But yeah, there were at least 2 Side Pocket games on the Saturn, and I'm sure there was a couple on the PlayStation as well. But pool games just kind of, they went... The last one I can think of a pool game made was the Xbox game Break 9. I mean, pool games are still definitely being made for download services, but I think a retail release of a pool game, probably the GameCube, PS2, Xbox generation was the last time there was. All right, so let's play Pocket Game. All right, City Class. I'm guessing that alcohol was not in the U.S. release. But yeah, it's just a nice little pool game. Oh, you can get bonus points for going in the one that's currently flashing. There we go. I used to just like playing. I rented this a few times. I just liked. It's very relaxing. The music's pretty good, ish. You know. Oh, the physics for the balls are not realistic in any sort of way. But it's fun. It's fun. And it has a story mode as well. I didn't really play that as a kid. I would just play with my brother, just switching off. Oh, scratch. Oh, no. We used to just try to set it up so the other person had like impossible shots. Oh. But anyway, that's Side Pocket. Not too much to be said for that. Again, the physics is not. Anything. But yeah, fun game. I used to have a pool table, but I got rid of it because it took up way too much space. Yeah. Saturday version. Ah, it came out here as Minnesota Fats Pool. Yeah, they put like FMV stuff on it, didn't they? Well, I miss the '90s. I'd love to meet my fans as well, but Sean and I don't both live in Japan actually, so the chances of all three of us being in one location at the same time is pretty remote. But if you ever get out to for the PC Engine Mini, yeah, that would have taken a lot of work though. That would have taken a lot of work, and I can't see Konami putting that kind of work into it. All right. But anyway, Side Pocket. I think I have that on my site too. Let's see. Side Pocket. $4.45. Side Pocket. Side Pocket. All right. The next one. How many of these do I have? Hold on. Oh my goodness. I should promote these more. I hope I've convinced you all to buy a copy, because I have a lot of copies of it, plus the one that's in my permanent collection over there. So it's a good game. Good game. This one. These games are... It's like a less fun Momotaro Dentetsu. It's one of those video board games. Undecipherable, really, without knowing Japanese. So I don't really want to do that one on the stream right now. I'm fine with playing bad games. That's not a bad game. It's not a bad game, but it's... yeah. Oh, you want to buy a copy of the Konami Hypersports? Yeah, sure. I'll stick it in your order. Satoshi, did you still want the Ranma 1/2 PS1 game? Is that one? Was that you who wanted that one? Ugh, I'm sorry, I'm getting all confused. Just send me a message later, but I'll put this one aside for you. I'll put that in. I've got a box for you upstairs that I'm putting all your stuff in. So I'll put that in there. All right. Let's see what's the next cart. Oh, Faxanadu. This is the Famicom port of the PC game Xanadu. The fax is of our Famicom Xanadu. Xanadu. Which I didn't realize. The Xanadu game is. I think I have one. Maybe not. I've got some PC Engine Xanadu games, but anyway. Fox Xanadu. Yeah, I'm sorry. I will always. Yeah, Xanadu. Yeah, I will never be able to pronounce that correctly because I played it in the US and we all called it Faxanadu. Oh, am I buffering again? Could I sell you a copy of Crash Bandicoot for PS1? I don't know if I have one right now. It's not a rare game, but I don't shop right now, unfortunately, because, well, the global pandemic. So anything that I don't currently have in this room, it'll be kind of hard for me to. I mean, I could definitely grab a copy off like Yahoo Auctions or something, but then it would be cheaper for you just to get it off of eBay. Okay, let's try this. Good music here. Oh, someone just subscribed to me. Thank you very much. I will be... I mean, obviously, the graphics are a huge downgrade compared to the PC versions of this game, but it looks, you know, it's definitely not terrible. And it's got very memorable music. Oh my goodness. Am I going to be stymied by the first wall? There we go. Oh. I just want to punch people. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a creepy design. I really need a weapon. Or just to die. I could just die. Everything is brown color palette. Yeah. Well, I mean, they had a limited number that they could show on screen at once. Punch the king. Punch everybody. Ah, religious imagery. Ooh. Can't do that. Can't do that, Nintendo code. In the US version, that's just a Waffle House. I'm just kidding. But yeah, Faxanadu. But I mean, that's one that there's enough text in it that the US version is not intensely expensive right now. So that's probably one that's fine to just get. Oh. Well, thank you, new subscribers. Thank you very much. Whoever just subscribed, if you are in the chat right now, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, let's keep moving. keep moving on. Can I skip Mahjong games? I don't really want to play Mahjong right now. I like Mahjong. I do. But this isn't one of the better ones. And look at that guy's face. I don't want to play Mahjong with him. All right. Win the PC Engine mini video. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to do it as a live stream, just kind of an opening of it and then playing some games, or if I want to make it like a full produced video. I'm still kind of on the fence about it, so I haven't even opened it yet. Okay. God, how many copies of Dragon Quest? Golf again? Nope. All right. Hey, another golf game. Do we want to do another golf game? What's this one? Namco Classic. Namco Classic. Golf. Oh, Lord, it's got to be better than that last one. This is the golf cleaning song because it seems like all I play is golf games. Ooh, nice music though. Hold on, I don't know what's the intro again. Look at that ball. Ready? Boom! Namco Classic. Oh, that's not bad. Man, I love 8-bit video game music. Yeah, the Super Game Boy version of yeah, I've heard really good things about that. All right, I shall be. Oh, no English options. Okay, I shall be. I. Oh, you have to choose which clubs you want in your bag. Well, I'll just go with the presets. Okay, this is an overhead golf game. Think is love, think is life. Yes. Here. Okay, it's just okay. So I can adjust the angle that I hit the ball with. Can I go up and down? No, just left and right. Okay. Oh, that bar makes so much more sense. Oh, you suck. Why do you suck so much? Stop sucking. Hold on, I'm definitely doing something wrong. I think I'm hitting the button too much. Oh, okay. I gotta switch clubs. There we go. And out of the rough. Okay. Not so bad. I like how there's kind of like an instant replay, like it does it and then it does it from the top. Okay, I'm on the fairway. That's the only fairway. Ugh. Oh, that was not good. Oh, I don't like how the music resets each time. I know that was pretty common for games back then, but okay. Oh, that was nice. Well, stop sucking. Well, if you don't give it all your power, you actually get a... Oh, that was very close. Nice on. Yay. Okay. I mean, yeah. It's not a bad golf game. I liked it better than the other one. Bring back Angry PC Engine Nerd for the PC Engine mini review, or be in character for the entire live stream. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I could do that. That would be hard. Maybe. Nope. So I got a lot of copies of that. Oh, I got a lot of copies of this one too. Wow. Okay, I must have... Sorry, I just grabbed some stacks randomly, and I think I just grabbed my duplicates, because I think every game that I've been viewing today is also on my store. So I thought... Hold on. Let's just go through this real quick. Whew. Clax. Did I play Clax on stream already? I might have played Clax already. I don't know if I played Clax. A Mappy. I've definitely done Mappy on stream before. So I want to do baseball games. Hold on, I'm going to grab a different stack. It's not the 90s, and it is not time for Clax. Oh, you remember it. It's the 90s, and it's time for Clax. 1990. Wow, it was just the 90s. I like Clax. But you're right, it is not time for Clax. I enjoy Clax, but I mainly played Clax on the Atari Lynx. I really enjoyed it because you could do the Tate mode. It's very fun that way. Let's play something. Let's play something here. Let's play something I haven't played. Oh, Power Blazer. Power Blazer. This is the Power Blazer song. This is the Power Blazer song. It sounds like the cartridge cleaning song because of the same melody and the syllables don't line up properly. Yeah, I do have Power Blazer. Go figure. Is that one rare? I haven't played it. Yeah, I think we were talking about it at the beginning of the stream. Let's see. Go back. Oh, I guess I can't go back that far. Oh, well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we were talking about it. This is the game that would later be converted into Power Blade? Ooh. Well, let's try it. Doesn't look at all like Power Blade. I never played Power Blade, but I remember reading about it in Nintendo Power. Let's move this stack. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right. I feel underdressed for this. I should put on my Power Blazer. Or at least a Power sports coat. Only the most core of concept and the music remain the same. And the word power, that's the same. So is this a game that's actually good, or only good from a historical perspective, in that it became Power Blade? There we go. Power Blazer. Oh, it looks like the font from Power Blade. Oh yeah, that's very different art. It was like a dude with shades and the... Ooh, music's good. Oh, I want to go to Space Shuttle, definitely. What kind of Mega Man wannabe is this? Music is really good. Hey. Ooh. This looks very Mega Man-y. Sounds fairly Mega Man-y, too. Oh. Not a bad game. Now I really want to play Power Blade. I hear that one's gotten really expensive. Oh. Yeah, it's very Mega Man-y. Oh. Now the question is, do I sell this one, or does this one go into my permanent collection? Oh, okay. Close proximity is better for him. Oh, the timing is very finicky. And I die in the exact same spot. Well, anyway. Very interesting. Very interesting. Power Blazer is chibi and very difficult. Yes, it is. Yeah, Power Blade 2 is very expensive. Oh, I like this. It's hard. I don't know. Should I sell it? Should I keep it? I'll put that on the maybe pile. All right. Now, I think this one is the game that was eventually released in the US as Demon Sword. I think. And if it is, I'm very happy, because that was one of my favorite NES games that no one had played. Let me see. Oh, welcome back, Jason. This is the cartridge cleaning song. It would be more exciting if I was wearing a thong, but not very exciting. I'd definitely lose subscribers if I was wearing a thong. Okay. too loud. I'm going to turn that down. Oh, wow. That is a very different title sequence if it is the same game. It is. This is the same game. Oh my gosh. I love this game so much because you can fly like... Oh, there's skeletons in this version? They were just dudes in the other one. But you can jump like mad. It's so cool. And you can double jump. Oh, that's a lot harder than I remember it. Because you can power up and you can upgrade until your sword is... Holy crap, they must have really simplified this for the US release. It was definitely not a one-hit kill game before. I beat this game. And I don't beat many games. No. What the heck? No, if anything, I remember this game being too easy as a kid. Or if I just got really, really bad at games. Because, I mean, you can use throwing stars. They're not very powerful. But I mainly just sorted guys before. Because you can just, like, rent... Okay, let's just go aerial then. My goodness! Okay, this is... I'm going to need to play Demon Sword soon. So I can figure out if I've just become terrible at video games. So anyway, what's cool is you can upgrade your sword until it's like as long as your body. It's almost a cloud-like sword by the end. And there's all these special caves like here where you can go in and fight a boss in order to get upgrades. Why can't I go in? Why will it not let me in? In the Japanese version, do I have to do something? Let me in. What the heck? It should be just let me in. Do I need like a pass or something? Oh, there's a key. You need keys in this version? Okay. Here's an upgrade. What did I upgrade? Did I upgrade my... There's all these powers that you could use. How did I select? Oh, yeah. And you could upgrade your life bar and everything. Oh, you can't in this version. In the US version, you have a life bar, which you can take multiple hits. Oh, this is way harder. Okay, I'm allowed to take at least one hit. Oh yeah, you're invincible double dude. Okay, now I've got a slightly more powerful throwing star, which helps because this game is hard. But yeah, there's all kinds of different levels. I remember it being almost like a Sonic the Hedgehog because basically you gotta go fast because the enemies will respawn indefinitely. Oh, really? All right. Oof. If you tart wearing a thong on stream, I'm going to glitter bomb you. Well, that's fine. Your character looks like Ranma. Yes. In the NES version, you have a life bar with 4 hit points. Yep. It's not insta-death. Hey Vink, I need some help summoning the devil on stream. You want to volunteer? No. But it is a fun, it is a fun game. But like, I think yeah, it must have been too hard. They must have dumbed down the U.S. release. But very cool. Ugh. Oh, it is late. I should stop. Thank you everyone who has come today. We are surviving all this together, huh? Sorry for the piracy rant for what was that? The first 30 minutes of the stream. Because when it comes down to it, in general, play what you want to play, do what you want to do. Don't hurt other people. That's the main thing. And don't do anything that's going to get you in trouble. You know. But please enjoy games, enjoy life, be safe. But hold on. We got a Discord. Yeah, I think most of you guys are in it already. If you're not, just a second. I'll give you a link. If you're watching this as an archive stream, the link might not be good anymore, but you should be able to get one from the Famicom Dojo website as well. Just a moment. There you go. No, don't worry. I missed the 90s. If you weren't commenting, I hope your grandmother's okay. Don't worry. We don't. I think half of the streams I watch, I'm watching while doing dishes and things like that. So it's fine. And again, I have a store. If you're willing to wait a long time to get games, because yeah, unfortunately, it's only C-mail shipping is available right now. If you can, if you're, oh wow, I should turn, just a moment. I'm going to turn Discord off. If you do have some spare money, which I know a lot of people do not right now, because support your family first. But if you do, and you want to get some games and you're willing to wait like 2 months to get them, my prices are good, and it helps. It really does, because not getting the kind of hours I used to be getting. So it really is of great help. This is my store. I just linked it right there. And as always, for my sign out, please just take care of yourselves. We are in a time where, beyond just the health crisis that we're going through right now, there is a major emotional and financial crisis going on for a lot of people. People are out of work, unemployment, and depression. A lot of people don't have a lot of other people to turn to right now. So please make sure you are reaching out to people. Make sure that you are keeping yourself safe and other people safe, but finding ways to still have that human connection, because it is so unknown how long it's going to be before we feel the kind of safety that we had 3 months ago. And it is a really hard thing for me to explain to my kids, because I have no similar experience from when I was a kid. I can't. Most of the things in my life I can look back on and go, well, when I was a kid, this is what we did. Or let's go to the library, or let's go online and look up the answer to your question. But this is hard. This is really, really hard. My kids haven't been able to go to school in months, see their friends. And it's given us a great time to bond together, definitely. But at the same time, I think they're missing out on a lot of experiences that make kids kids. And we're all missing out on a lot of experiences that make adults adults. We are in a place where, please just everyone take care of yourselves and take care of those around you. Because you are all very important. All of you. Please stay safe. Not just from these invisible bugs, which are very dangerous, obviously, but we can't lose sight of who we are and our humanity, even though we are in a lockdown situation. Please treat everyone with respect. I know that tempers are high everywhere. I'm scared to read the news to see what's going on, but just please, everyone, just, as Bill and Ted said, please be excellent to each other. And I think that's how we're going to get through this. That's how we're going to get through all of this, is we have to be excellent to each other. Thank you all for stopping in on the stream tonight. You were all important to me, and I really thank you for spending some time with me and making me feel a little less alone there. And I hope in some small way, maybe it helps you as well, or at least kill some time while you're doing your dishes. Either way, I will consider it a success. So thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna get some sleep now because if the weather's nice, I'm hoping to take my kids to the park tomorrow. The one by my house that is basically abandoned, and that's good because social distancing. Anyway, have a good one, everyone. Sleep well, or it is not time for you to sleep. Just me. Oh dear. But have a great day. I fold my laundry while you stream. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your laundry time with me. I am going to try to find out how I can watch the Parks and Recreation special that just aired, because the show never came to Japan. And I can't find it for purchase on iTunes yet. So I might just have to wait. Anyway, sorry, just speaking out loud now. So I will talk to you all, probably NordVPN. No money, but that's probably a good idea. Anyway, everyone, just please be safe, be happy, and I'll try to see you again next week. Oh, for those of you who are Famicom Dojo fans, we got some really cool stuff coming up, including a secret project. There'll be hints coming tomorrow. So stay tuned to that. All right. Oh yeah, I bookmarked that documentary you sent Satoshi. I'll watch it sometime when I have some time. Yep. Be excellent to each other. What, we are wild stallions. Yeah, that's a good way to end the stream. All we are is dust, as Socrates once said. All we are is dust in the wind. All right. Oh, I should watch Bill and Ted. I have it on Laserdisc. That and Bogus Journey. I think they're making a new one. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Okay. Good night, everyone. Be excellent to each other. See ya.